Hello, YouTube. This is Princess Sean, and I am back to talk about persistence. Yeah. So, persistence is really something that a lot of people lack in basically achieving their goals and something that they really want to do. And I wanted to just talk more specifically, especially about looking for a job at being persistent because right now the job market has been, even before 2008, horrible, and it's even more even worse, horrible to find a good job. I mean, even if you have a master's degree, bachelor's, it's just still very challenging to find a good job with the pay that you're probably worth, especially if you have taken the time and put in the endurance to complete your college education as I have, and also done things to better yourself to be a better candidate. So, first of all, you just gotta constantly keep looking. I think that to start off, to be persistent, you have to have the right attitude. So you have to have a good positive attitude to be able to deal with the lemons that you're given, and just make it into lemonade. So even though you might not have the job that you want, you have to know and believe without a doubt that it will come. I don't care if it's a year later, a week later, or 2, 3 years later, that you know that you're going to get the job that you want eventually. You might not understand why it's not happening for you right now, but you just have to be happy for what you have. So for one, when you do get a little frustrated and your little depressed days come because you keep applying and applying and not getting any response, or you're not passing any tests, or things just not going your way, once you get into that frustrated mode, start thanking God for everything that you have, which you're breathing, you have your toes and your fingers, you are in your right mind, you have a computer to actually look for a job, you have clean water, you have food to eat. Just really start thinking. Once you start having an attitude of gratitude, then it'll help you overcome a lot of things when you begin to think that the world owe you something, and it'll help you to be persistent and say, you know what, I'm thankful for what I have, and I'm gonna keep on doing what I need to do to get there. Some of the things that I definitely think you should do in the meantime, while you're on vacation from your career job, what I call it, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of this time that I'm not actually working the type of job that I want, to even better myself. So you can basically, say if it's an office job or a sales job, go to some sales seminars, or practice your typing, constantly type every day so you can keep your typing speed up. So when you do have that job, that your typing speed is where you need it to be, it's 50 words or 60 words a minute, and that's not because you've been slacking off all the 3 years you haven't been working. Keep your skill levels up. Go to One Stop, the place where you go for your career advantage center, and take some tests for Word, Excel, and keep your skills up while you are in your downtime for looking for that job that that you're going to get sooner or later. Take some classes, learn something that you see that's a new trend, like JavaScript or something like that that would definitely make you an asset to the company that you're trying to apply for. Join some clubs so you can network with other people that might know or even be a hiring manager at another company. You can and just keep looking. You never stop. Even if you just look five jobs a day, do not stop. It needs to be your full-time job looking for a job. Okay, it needs to be your full-time. Whatever you're trying to do, you need to be doing it full-time and persistent, non-stop, hardcore, to make that happen. I just have some different examples, like for instance, KFC. I don't know if you know, but Colonel Sanders, who's the founder of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, he was 65 when he started KFC. Okay, now granted, he did have all kinds of other entrepreneur ideas, had different different restaurants on the highways and trying to have restaurants and different things like that. But it wasn't until he was 65, they closed the highway that he was actually had his restaurant on. And he said, you know what, I'm going to drive across the United States selling, like trying to convince diner owners to incorporate his chicken recipe of 11 spices into their diner and give him 5 cents for each chicken that he sells that they sell. What? At 65? And oh my gosh, look at him today. Like, even though he's gone, rest in peace, but I mean, that just happened when he was 65 years old. And he never stopped. That is amazing. Another person, Disney, Walt Disney. He was sleeping in his uncle's garage. He was a striving artist, and he just looking at some mouses like in the garage where he was sleeping, and he would like draw the mouses interacting. It was two mice. Oh my goodness, made that into a cartoon, Mickey Mouse, as you know today. And look at him today, because he never stopped. He believed in a dream. He had a dream, and they both made that happen. And it's just amazing. And neither one of them came from anything. So that's one point. Neither one of them came from anything. So you can't say, oh, well, they were, especially with a lot of people that's Caucasian, oh, well, they came from money, this and that. No. That wasn't the issue with neither one of those gentlemen, okay? And that doesn't have to be your issue as well. If you persist, you too, and there's so many other examples, there's numerous examples. I'm just trying to say that even if it's not your season yet, be prepared for when your season do come, that you are ready, okay? So if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So for instance, I had to take a typing test and my speed was like 55 and the test had to be 60. Well, I hadn't been practicing typing, and guess what? I did fail the test, okay? So it's stuff like that where I'm just like, I'm upset with myself because I should have been doing better and typing every day, because I could have definitely been faster. So that's just all I wanted to say today, that you need to stay ready. You need to constantly work on your craft, get better, network with others that are doing what you like, get a mentor in that field, you know what I'm saying? And it will happen, because it's bound to happen, because you are putting yourself in the realm of what it is that you are trying to conquer, okay? So stay persistent. Stay becoming better. Stay with the trends of whatever industry that you're trying to get in. Know what's going on in that industry, okay? Know what's going on. Know what are the credentials that you need to be successful in that industry and make you an asset for the company, or even if it's a company that you're trying to start up your own. How are you going to set yourself apart from anyone else that's trying to do it? Why would anyone want to deal with you as a company or as an employee? Why you? And you just constantly be persistent. And if you take on being a happy, joyful person first, and then once you have a bad interview or you didn't pass the test, but you got this joyful person that you have already has made up in your mind that you are going to be, and when things happen, you just begin to thank God for what you have already, and you keep it pushing, then that right there is going to be foundation for you to be able to endure until your season is due and is manifest, okay? So I just want to encourage everybody to stay persistent and keep practicing on your skills, and do not stop. And even when you get into your season and you have conquered what it is that you were trying to get to, constantly work on being better. You always can be better at whatever you are doing, and you always need to know your industry trends and what's going on and what's about to be going on. You always want to stay ahead of the game. So that's my advice to you today, and I just want to wish you good luck on all of that. And if you ever have any questions or need any advice on that, please email me. I will love that. And I'm sure my contact information is on my page. Please subscribe. I need subscribers. Thank you. All right. See you later.